The Blue Devils will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. This offense starts deep in a hole. Caught in the backfield, it's Tate. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Follows that surge up front. He's got 5 out to the 13.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Snagged in the middle, it's Chang. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think...
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They're gashing this defense.
Might as well give it to him again.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the air, it's Francis. Wide open downfield. Hits him with a stiff arm. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. Trying to run, it's Taylor. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. So first down here as they go back to work. The DBs will back off a bit. They'll try the run. Shakes off the defender.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Sends it back in motion. Going to sling it on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Harris. At the 45 on his way. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And the Blue Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. They are ready this time. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and after that big run, the defense answers.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Over the middle, it's Jordan. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Absolutely center cut. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. It finds his man on the left. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. The give to the tailback. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield, it's Francis. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Connection to the right. Turning it on! And he didn't squeeze it, it's loose.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go, you on the sideline, you in the game.
Inside a minute to play here in the first half. Might we get a touchdown before the break after all? Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll go to the ground. Breaks the tackle.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to them and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Catch in the middle. It's Taylor. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Notre Dame right back to the line. Gets the back moving. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's got it on the move. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Notre Dame, number 23, with the grab and the score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. From inside the 15, here's the return. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Going right to work up top. Pressure coming. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking for a man. It's Francis. He fires one deep down the right side. Oh, it's picked off. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Notre Dame 9-3.
Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half.
Set to kick this one away.
Great starting point. Grabs it inside his 25, and here he comes. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brains so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. The give is to Taylor. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
At the
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
Scanning the field, it's Francis. And wings it incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, running back on the move. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. It's good.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Off-play action on first down. Gonna let it fly. A full dive to haul that one in. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Intercepted to stop the threat. Got room on the return. The 40. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. The Blue Devils line it up with a 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. He's looking to pass. Quarterback extends the play. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. And they can't make the connection.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He had visions of glory on that return, but he'll step out of bounds at the 29. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Taylor has it. Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Got him downfield. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through three. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this.
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Looking for more room. The 30, at the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Duke.
Number 2 puts the defense on the board.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer.
That makes the score Notre Dame.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Grab near the marker. It's Chang. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Great job on first down. Great job on second down. This defense needs to come up big one more time. They got to get the stop. Big-time moment. I got to get my offense the football back.
Trying to pick up a first down. Back to pass, it's Francis. Caught near the sticks, it's Tate.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On the run, it's Chang. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Give to the running back. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that.
Yeah, and really good third down situational defense. You know it's 3rd and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now?
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And that is no good. And guys, they miss a chance to stretch the lead. It's still sitting on a 2. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation. They're going to try an onside kick on the opening kickoff. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Pocket breaking down. Oh, he's going to go up top. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of.
And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Owls!
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Motion from the back. Looking to throw. Now sliding to his left. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Catch in the middle, it's Chang. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Running inside the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Canes.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. Caught in the backfield, it's Norton. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Manning. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rice.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. The give is to Taylor. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, it's Francis. Fires to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Owls. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback size, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills, just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
They're going to run it. He's not going to make it. They stop him at the 1, and the 2-pointer is no good. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. Newcomer as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the 1st quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
To the air on 1st down. Under fire. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Canes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Running back searching for a hole. Runs through a tackle. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Rice is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Sends it back in motion. To the air, it's Francis. Gets it away off his back foot. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Pulls it in. It's Durham. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Looking to throw on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll take another shot here. Makes the grab inside the 30. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
This is a designed run. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Rice rushes to the line. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Grab near the sticks, it's Gilbert. Touchdown, Rice! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right?